They really just don't make Kingdom Hearts games like Kingdom Hearts 1 anymore, and that's okay. Kingdom Hearts 1 isn't even my favorite Kingdom Hearts game, but it's one that I always end up going back to, not only because it's the first one of my first video games, but also because the charm, the bosses, just everything about this game is so distinct and unique and feels special. And what's so fun is that the game doesn't end just because you see the credits. There's so much content after that to explore and try and overcome. One of the biggest things that I tried to overcome as a kid was Sephiroth, and I failed miserably for a very, very, very long time before I finally beat him. Sephiroth is absolutely one of my favorite bosses ever, and he's not for everyone, and I understand why, because this fight, admittedly, is very unfair. But is it weird for me to say that's how secret bosses should be? Wait, hear me out. I feel like the best of secret bosses are meant to be unfair because you're meant to feel like you're overcoming something, you're triumphing over something. Because if you don't feel like you're overcoming something that's stronger than you, does it even feel as rewarding? At least not to me. Sephiroth being a fight that hits you with a lot of stuff that is pretty hard to respond and react to. Like the average player is not reacting to Flame Pillar, they're probably like spamming Leaf Bracer through it, or perhaps even mashing Strike Raid, which is an actual strat that's pretty viable for the boss, to Strike Raid him while he's doing Flame Pillar. But even then, you have to cancel your Strike Raid and not do the finisher, because otherwise he's just gonna kill you. Now, to be even more clear, there is Sephiroth Unfair, which is still pretty fun, and then there's Mysterious Figure Unfair, which is debatable. Part of what makes KH1 Sephiroth so special is that he doesn't hold back, and Sora in KH1 doesn't have that much. I mean, Sephiroth's running at you. He's hitting you with super fast sword swipes, teleporting, he's doing crazy like DMs out of like other games, and Sora's out here like still doing the slowest sliding dash in the entire series. For a lot of people, they take this, and Sephiroth might be an example of what's made KH1 age badly for some people who are used to or prefer faster action games. But for me, I think that feeling of overcoming Sephiroth and that reward is at its height because of that. As someone who likes KH1 and doesn't mind it being a slower game, because you see that sense of like improvement in Sora's combat from 1 to 2 to 3. Like, Sora's a little baby here, man. Like, he don't got drive forms. I don't even got summons in this fight. I can't even Tinkerbell spam this fight. I'm struggling. Oddly enough, this is one of the only bosses in this series I would really compare to a Soulslike. And I know it sounds cringe, but the reason I say that is because I feel like the impression, the spectacle of Soulslikes, and part of why it feels so rewarding to beat bosses in those games is because you're fighting like gods and demons straight from hell and heaven, or just multiversal like creatures, abominations, and you're just a dude. In Kingdom Hearts 1, that is kind of how it feels fighting a lot of things. Like, Sora is out here doing like this basic 3-hit combo a lot of the time. Maybe you have like a couple of combo modifiers, but you're not doing anything super crazy. And then you're out here fighting, well, yeah, pretty much what I said for Souls games. Gods, demons, abominations. The later Kingdom Hearts games are a lot more fast-paced, and they're a lot more reliant on air combos, and they're a lot more reliant on just really reactive stuff. Like Sephiroth in KH2, as fun as that fight is, I love that fight as well. You can react to most things with Reflect. You can react to most things by panicking and doing Limit Form or doing Trinity. In Kingdom Hearts 1, your best reactive thing is something that uses a lot of resources. If you're an average player and you don't come equipped with a bunch of elixirs, ethers, and so on, then Leaf Racering through Flame Pillar, Strike Raiding through Flame Pillar, you're gonna run out of things eventually, because you do have to hit them and you do have to do a decent bit of damage eventually. And this scale is based on what level you are, of course, but level 100 Sora versus Sephiroth, depending on what route you pick especially, it's still pretty hard. Like, I'm over here trying to grind this boss at level 70 just to get footage for the video, and I still feel like I'm doing chip damage, and I cannot think of another secret boss in Kingdom Hearts where it's like that. A lot of secret bosses in later Kingdom Hearts games are pretty, like, forgiving from this perspective. I can do more damage to Yozora at, like, level 99, but my damage isn't so bad at level 70 or even lower that it feels like an impossible task to overcome. And that's mostly because in future Kingdom Hearts games, you just have a lot more options when it comes to your kit, and there's a lot more options when it comes to reacting to things and iframing through moves. In Kingdom Hearts 1, your options are really dodge roll, Strike Rate or whatever other limit, and that's kind of it. KH3, on the other hand, we got Keyblade transformations, we got summons, we got shot locks, we got Keyblade finishers, we got counter shield, we have a significantly better dodge roll. So these lack of options make you a lot more reliant on either just knowing and mastering the fight like to a T, or relying very heavily on your defensive mechanics and kind of climbing slowly your way to victory. Either way is a very fun route and is very rewarding. And they made this fight even easier, by the way, in Final Mix and modern day versions of Kingdom Hearts 1. In vanilla Kingdom Hearts 1, you did not have a lot of things that make this fight a lot more tolerable. You did not have sliding dash, you did not have leaf bracer, and that's the main thing, but those are two pretty big things modern day for this fight now. Like, not being able to leaf bracer through Flame Pillar or through his DM or through his sword slash attacks or just really anything he does is kind of a nightmare. Like, I cannot imagine that anymore. But I was somehow able to beat him that way as a kid. When I first played this boss fight, I knew absolutely nothing about Final Fantasy. So I didn't have the perspective of like, oh my gosh, this is Sephiroth, this is crazy. I had the perspective of, who the heck is this guy? And why does he look so freaking cool? If Sephiroth was never established as a boss in Kingdom Hearts 1 or 2, I don't know if I ever would have went to play Final Fantasy 7. As cool as Cloud and Aerith are, they didn't make as big of an impact on me in the Kingdom Hearts series as someone like Sephiroth did. Because admittedly, dying to a boss 1,000+ times will definitely make an impression on you. And then knowing this is the villain of FF7, pretty crazy. Like, it makes me think to myself, oh my gosh, I might play this game just to beat him again. What's also crazy is that even though there is a more official secret boss of Kingdom Hearts 1 that leads into Kingdom Hearts 2 in the unknown, I wonder who he is, ooh. Sephiroth is still the hardest boss, like, considerably for KH1. The unknown can definitely be, like, difficult too, but I feel like you're able to mash your way through that fight a lot more, and having, like, Tinkerbell and having access to summons, Donald and Goofy, definitely makes the fight a lot easier. With Sephiroth, it's just a one-on-one duel. Like, Sora has no help. He can't do nothing. It's just him and Sora. I love that in KH2, they added even more dialogue to Sephiroth, and Sephiroth was like wanting Sora's weapon, and that was his motive for fighting Sora. I thought that was really sick. Even though the fight is a decent bit easier, I think it's really fun, and it's a nice, like, palate cleanser for other secret bosses in KH2. Because that boss in KH2, I believe, is level 50 on the scaling side of things, while Sephiroth in KH1 is like 70 and above, I believe. He's a pretty high level. Like, you need to be like pretty maxed out or close to maxed out before you start fighting him. Otherwise, they're going to struggle a lot. And this is even worse if you decide to go different routes that aren't strength or defense priority in KH1. For example, on my Steam file for Kingdom Hearts 1, I tried to do a magic route, and I completely regret it, because I'm level like 70 something, and I still don't have once more, still don't have second chance, and I'm dying to everything because I'm a glass cannon. That might be a separate video, because I honestly didn't realize just how different routes were in KH1. I knew they were different, but not that late into the game. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love this fight. I love Kingdom Hearts 1. I love Kingdom Hearts, period. And if you like Kingdom Hearts 2, subscribe to the channel. Thank you guys for watching again. Remember to be nice, be safe, and take care, everyone.